Whoa, whoa, whoa. You better get in here and roll your sleeves up. Yes, you. If you clicked on this message, it's not an accident. You really know how to bring the bananas out of people. And if you felt lost, stuck, confused, not even 24 hours ago, you were like, what is going on in my life? Like, has the transformation started? Like, I don't even know. Like, what is really going on? And now you are being guided and you see things with this clarity. Thank God. Praise God that you are seeing things clearly today. And that is because in the last 24 hours, you were fighting through spell work. You were fighting through the spiritual dun da. You know what I'm saying? And someone thought that they could really come for you like that it would be easy, that they could pummel you. Somebody literally thought that they could pummel you, and they thought they could do this spiritually, mentally, emotionally. This is a covert narcissist. This is somebody that is deeply insecure, that has been coming for you, and there might be a group of them. There might be a group of people, but guess what? They're going through their karma right now. Right now. You are about to be vindicated like never before. I love these messages because I love some justice, okay? I love some justice for a chosen one. Yes, I do. The roses are going to be in full bloom, and you will have enough time to stop and smell them. You have been going through a dark night transformation, trying to figure out what side is up, trying to figure out, like, am I on the right path? Did I do this right? What is even going on? Trying to figure out, is it low self-esteem? Is it feeling insecure? Is it fear? Is it fear of moving forward? Is it self-limiting beliefs? Is it bad habits? Is it spell work? And some of this was spell work. Some of this was spell work. So you would have this dysmorphia, some type of body dysmorphia, or I don't know. I'm getting dysmorphia of your life. Like, you were not seeing your life as it was for a couple of days. For literally a couple of days. And that is because you were under attack because you're about to shift again. Every time you shift, here comes the da-dun, da-dun. Do you know what I'm saying? So if there are certain cycles that you've dealt with in your life and you've been clearing cycle after cycle after cycle, this new transformation that you're going through, it has to be big. Your purpose is why the spiritual attacks are happening. And then all the Decepticons in the land that are like, that one. So people have been recruited, and then others are just deeply insecure, but you had family members. You had family members, in-laws, not in-laws, blood, whoever. You had family coming after you, trying to cause chaos in your life. And if you have been in seasons where you glowed down and you didn't feel yourself and you weren't the person that you are now, you know without a shadow of a doubt that you're glowing up. You're in healthy relationships where you're glowing up. But for a couple of days, maybe 2 to 3 days, you were feeling drained. You were feeling zapped. You were feeling tired. So you started calling your energy back and restoring every fiber, every morsel of your body. And you could actually still be doing that today. But I'm getting in the last 24 hours, you started this because you're realizing every time I shift, every time I pivot, every time I'm being promoted by the divine, here comes the attack. So let's get into this, because these mother effers made a deal with somebody, and thought it would be so easy to come at you sideways. In this season, God is going to be acquainting people with your spiritual rank. And because you refuse to repeat a cycle, you have been under some type of attack or spell work. And you're breaking through this. Your spirit team is helping you break through this. You are going to be realizing your spiritual rank. You had a family member that was trying to affect your purpose, was trying to affect your level up, your independence, you being fearless, you being this strong, silent, mysterious, like you've been stoic, so stoic, you could have a cloak of invisibility. So stoic that you could have, like, you could be a rock. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, cloak of, like that invisible. You had family trying to affect your union, trying to affect your love. And these people are losing their ever-loving mind right now because they're going to be dealing with karma. So I was having a conversation earlier today, and we were talking about cycles and closing out cycles. And that when we close out these cycles properly, ones that we've repeated and then not realize that we were even repeating, could have been toxic jobs, toxic relationships. And then we start realizing where our part is, like what part we play. So you've learned to walk away. And then you've learned that from walking away, that clears the space. I talk about this all the time. This clears the space for you to be able to let karma do what it does. Let it do what it does. Yes. Just saying. But yeah, anyways, we were talking about how whenever we close out this cycle, as hard or as easy as it was, karma comes to play. Okay, karma don't play about you. Okay, your grandma don't play about you. Your ancestors don't play about you. God don't play about you. And karma does not play about you. You are walking karma, but you naturally neutralize environments without even realizing it. And then you take on all this negativity and you're walking around heavy as a rock. Like what? So you refuse to do that anymore. And you've made yourself scarce. You are seen when you want to be seen. And as you've been walking away, karma knocks out everything in its path. You have been steering clear of a certain cycle. Yes, you have. We talked about last week tying up loose ends. You have been steering clear of a certain cycle that you know your shadow just wants to attack. And you still stayed away. You're like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. It could be with family, the family that's coming after you from the shadows. Whoever these people are, you decided to stay away and their karma is unfolding. And they're mad. Okay? They're mad because they feel like, where are you at? They're mad because the karma is just relentless. And they feel like it's really unfair that their plan did not work. And now karma is here. And they fear being embarrassed or mortified, or that people are starting to find out that their life is busting from the seams. But they want you at all times hanging on by a thread. I don't think so. So you guys had family members that were trying to dig up dirt on you. And now they're dealing with everything that they've ever projected. They're dealing with everything being reflected back to them. With rejection, abandonment, being deserted, feeling left behind. You got some pretentious, narcissistic dirt bike. You have some narcissistic, pretentious family members that you're dealing with. Whoever these people are, they could be a Scorpio, Capricorn, or a Leo. They don't have to be. These are just the signs that are the strongest in your message. These people, they will go down swinging, saying that they are never wrong. But these people, they are going to be in abandonment and isolation. So a dark night on freaking a level 10. You are going through a rebirth and an upgrade, and it's coming in faster than you think, because not only did you not tap into a cycle that you are familiar with, not only did you not go near it, but you chose to still fight any spell work that you thought could have been around you. And it's helping you because you are being acquainted with your own spiritual rank, how powerful you are, and God is going to acquaint people with the facts that you are untouchable. Whatever days that where they were allowed to get at you sideways, make your shadow pop out all out of character, it's not ever going to happen again. Them thinking that they can interfere in your love life, intervene, intrude, run interference, it's never going to happen. These people will be going through abandonment and scarcity because you're not going anywhere near them. And if you thought about going near them, steer clear. Steer clear of these people because they are the ones trying to attack you. They are the ones that are trying to intrude on your love life because their life is in the quite literal shitter right now. There are third-party situations. So just as they feel like they signed contracts to be a whole Decepticon, to be a troll, to be a recruit, there are other karmics signing contracts to ruin their relationships. So they're sitting here like, oh, my spell work didn't work. My black magic didn't work. The curse and the hexing and the digging for dirt, none of that worked. It's really sad. You tried to be this person's friend. You tried to show them the way. You tried to be their confidant. You tried to be their ally. And for what? For what? You had to walk away. You had to save yourself. And you had to choose you and not continuously engaging with these people because they're very emotionally immature. They're out here fronting a lot. My life is great. My life is awesome. My life is this. But it is seeping through their craziness. It is seeping through their passive aggressiveness that everything is not okay. It's like when you're asking somebody like, you're good, right? And they're like, yeah, I'm fine. But they're shaking their head no. This person had an agenda and a campaign. And in this campaign, they wanted to change everybody's opinion of you. You are very familiar with this, but you are blossoming into this role model, becoming a spirit guide, an earth angel, getting your wings. And for some reason, part of their karma is being acquainted with who the F you really are. They always knew you were special. They always knew you were a star. They never wanted you to have a title. They never wanted you to have a crown. They never wanted you gaining people's respect. And now you're out here winning. So it's almost like you're being rewarded for not engaging with them and protecting yourself still. Because just because we're not engaging with people doesn't mean that they're not trying some stuff. You know what I mean? You are done doubting yourself. These people are so mad that you changed your life. You've been in toxic relationships where you've glowed down. You know what that feels like. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt and the trauma to prove it. You're not doing that anymore. You're like, no, that makes me feel like less of myself. So I'm not doing that. So these people around you, maybe when you knew them, you were helping neutralize, or they were very competitive with you. Now that you're not around, you're very mysterious, you're strong, you're silent, you're leading your own life, and you're not giving them access. Life is unfolding. Life is lifing. And they're glowing down. So people that you could have thought, oh, like they're so gorgeous. Oh, they're so beautiful. They're so this or they're so that. But they're so ugly on the inside because they have to treat people so nasty. And they always have to fake the funk. They can never give an honest answer. They always have an ulterior motive. So with that, it's happening in real time. The spells, the cursing, and the hexing is aging them. Your age is reversing, and they are aging. Their age is being expedited. So they could be a whole 20 and be looking like 40. You feel me? They could be a whole 40 looking like 60. They could be a whole 30 looking like 50. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Like, they don't even look like themselves. That is another way that you know they're into some janky type of mess. I can't. I got Cardi B song, Bodak Yellow. Said little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the store and I can get them all because I don't want to choose. And I'm quick to cut a Becky off, so don't get comfortable. I don't dance now. I make money moves. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've always been a star. You've always been witty. You've always been funny. And you're like, I'm quick to cut somebody off. My days of entertaining you are over. So let me roll my sleeves up and remind you of who I am. I'm the wrong one every day of the freaking stinking blinking week. They want to prove, it's like, let's say in this Cardi B song, she's saying, I'm not a dancer anymore. I'm not stripping anymore. I make money moves. It's like, if you had a past, these mother effers are the first person to dig it up. They're like a dog with a bone that they cannot drop. But they bump their head. They think they're the bone collector. They are not. So it's like saying, I don't dance now. I make money moves. And I'm quick to cut up. So don't get comfortable. Your angels are going to acquaint them with your spiritual rank. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say, I don't dance anymore. I make money. You don't have to say any of that. Your angels are going to say it for you because justice is here. Anytime I've left a toxic job, anytime, I'm like, ooh, red flag. Oh, red flag. I have like 2 or 3 red flags that I see before I leave a job. And when I leave that job, they are always speechless. What? What do you mean? When I leave, it will hit the fan. It's like Carrie. It's like a scene, a whole scene. It's all Hunger Games going on behind me. What once was a beautiful scene, a cool place to work, is now hell on earth. Because you are taking what you use to neutralize with you, your essence, your being, what you emanate, your superpowers. And this is helping you get your strength back while letting everybody deal with what they need to sort out. You are leaving people speechless because you could be engaging, but you're not. You could get one last word in, but you're not. And the fact that you aren't rubbing their face in anything, that you aren't doing the most, is making the tables turn. If you are picking up what I'm putting down, affirm it below. The tables are turning. Yes, they are. Okay, you are a spiritual gangster. You are intimidating. People don't know what to do. They're like, they just dropped a mic on me. You just dropped a whole table on somebody. Okay, you just dropped a whole table on somebody and they're like, wait. So if you've been praying against, like, you know and feel with every fiber of your being that you've been under attack, and you're like trying to figure out the who, the what, and the where, you're like, I know that people are trying to attack me. What in the frick is going on? I gotta back up. As you're backing up, things are being revealed on who you furthermore need to remove yourself from. This is helping you have a clear head because maybe you haven't been sleeping well. You've been feeling some type of way and you're like, this doesn't feel like my normal self. Now, though a lot of us chosen ones or light workers are going through a big shift, a big global shift, and we are choosing to be on the right side of that shift, not to be chronically complaining, being like, it's not fair, being a victim, throwing a pity party. We're like, no, I'm going to roll my sleeves up. I have a whole purpose. God is acquainting you with your purpose and how far it goes. Hence, why you are being attacked in the way that you are. Because think about it. This is like the zombie apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? And let's say you're in a room full of people. Once one person is bit, they're going to bite other people. This is like devil energy to me. Once one person is bit, they're going to bite others. But at the same time, it's like if these people, these Decepticons will say, don't have core values, they're going to be the first to be bit. They're going to be the first to be bit. The chosen one's going to be the last to be bit. Because the chosen one probably wouldn't be in that room to freaking begin with. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like they're the first to be recruited. So people around you, like it could have been a great work environment or a great start to a great family, and you're like, oh, I like my in-laws and they're great. And then they get bit. The devil's recruiting. And then they're getting wound up. Like, oh, you can't stand them, right? Oh my gosh, who do they think they are? They think they're the star? Go tell them about themselves. If they are not in true alignment, if they are not at this type of vibration, if they are not healing, if they are not doing the work, if they don't have core values that align with yours, they are not going to be the right person to be in the room with, because they will what? They will bite me. Go ahead. Go ahead. I cannot. I hear fairy tales about how you're going to run up on me. Run up on me. We gonna see. Okay? That's Drake. These people, they've been trying to run up on you, trying to run game on you for how long? And they got some janky stuff that's working at a 2 instead of a 10. And you're like, I hear fairy tales about, I gotta roll up my sleeves, hold on. I hear fairy tales about how you're gonna run up on me. Well, run up on me. Let's see. These people are being put in isolation. Motorcycle. They are being put in isolation. And now there are karmics coming in for a third-party situation in these people's marriages, relationships, friendships, jobs. Anywhere they're trying to succeed is being affected. All the backstabbers in your life, anywhere they are trying to succeed while trying to take you out, is being affected. Mark my words, you nailed it the first time. You see this situation clearly. God chose you. You are a born leader. Maybe for the last 48 hours, maybe you haven't been feeling like that. You're like, I haven't been feeling like I'm chosen. I don't even know anymore. And then you're like, wait, am I under attack right now? So maybe before, when you would transform, you didn't realize what was going on. The spiritual W. You know what I mean? And we're not talking about a win, neither. I just want to say the word on here. The spiritual W would come in every time you would get up another step. Every time you were going for another win, another rebirth, another transformation. Now you are reaching for the crown that deserves to be on your head. And people are upset about it. They're upset about your union. You have people trying to tear at your union. People trying to tear at your spiritual rank. People trying to get others to not look your way, to not take you seriously. That is their worst fear. These fake empresses, these fake emperors, they don't want anyone taking you seriously. They have to be the center of attention. And then they're also trying to poison and bite everybody in the room. Yeah. Always trying to run interference. Your powerful abilities are going up against their spell work. So this is another opportunity for you to see how powerful your prayer is. This is another opportunity for you to see how powerful you are and why you are who you are. Like, there's another layer. There's another level to your purpose. If you thought, oh no, I think this is what I'm doing, but I don't really know. Something else is going to be revealed to you. Oh my gosh, we got family. This is your family. People that were supposed to be being your family. In-laws, blood, adoption, boyfriend's family, girlfriend's family, whoever's family that was supposed to treat you like family. This is what they've been up to. So they're going to go from insecure, not understanding the assignment, to this. And it's happening right now in real time. Because since you don't mess with these people and you don't really talk to them like that, you see how different they look. You see that there is a darkness that has taken over them. For example, when I was in my addiction, I know the light in my eyes was gone. I aged. I looked older in my addiction than I do now. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when I got sober, like, I got the light back in my eyes. Whoever you guys are dealing with, you see this darkness around them. God is trying to show you you're a seer. You can see that they have these dark attachments to them. Really. And now they're even more desperate than they ever were before. So it's good that, you know, you could brag. You could come through and be like, I told you so. You could come through and be like, excuse me, this is my victory lap. Move out of my way. You could easily do anything like that and clown on them. You are choosing not to because you already knew from the jump when you walked away from said people that they had some type of dark attachment, that they were a narcissist, that they were a bully, that they were toxic, that they were an energy vampire, that they were controlling or a master manipulator. You knew from the jump that they had ulterior motives, and they're still mad that you have continuously clocked them. But now you know spiritually that you are the what? You're the seer. You are scary accurate, scary intuitive, and it terrifies them because whatever they got away with before, they will never get away with that again. Because now you know. Now you know, like, no, something's up with them. If they were desperate then, they're super desperate now. And there ain't nothing more dangerous than a clown that's been clowning on some janky Sesame Street-ish, trying to dig up some non-existent muck that is even more desperate than before. Like, some of these people have wasted money trying to get at you, trying to get a professional to smear your name, to curse you. Oh, I'm hearing curse your bloodline. So this could be in-laws, and they want to curse your bloodline. Like, no, I don't. It's like they're trying to attack the womb, the crown, the destiny, and you need to remember to be constantly covering this. Like, you have a lot of protection, but every time you shift, you really need to cover it. That's the time when you're like, oh, there's a transformation happening. And any type of ick I feel, that's not really me. That's not really how I'm feeling. That is some type of janky projection. So let me stand on business, stay prayed up and strapped. This is time for me to roll my sleeves up because I am not the one. I am getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So the past 48 hours, you have been calling your power back. Like, excuse me, that's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. But people are pulling at it. They really are. And you're deciding right now, like, okay, who do I need to be around? Where do I need to remove toxic people? I just channeled the message that you had 2, maybe 3 people around you, maybe coworkers, allies, whoever these people were. And you thought you needed to get rid of all of them or walk away from all of them. And maybe it's only 2 out of the 3 or 1 out of the 2 that you need to walk away from. So let's say 48 hours ago, you thought, oh, F everybody. I really don't know about that. Ain't nobody healed. And side note, we're always healing. So, but you really thought because of this friend dysmorphia, this body dysmorphia, this everything seemed weird to you. And you're like, oh my gosh, like everybody's bad and I need to get out of here. And now that you have been fighting off this spell work day and night, your angels are covering you at night, doing this spiritual surgery. You're waking up like, wait, that one person, they're not bad. That was the spell work. The spell work wanted to make you believe you're supposed to be alone. And God is trying to bring you at least one ally. At least one. It's going to come in a very unusual way, from a very unusual place. It's going to differ from your usual type of friend or soulmate or soul tribe. But I'm telling you, this person is also trying to heal intimacies with, or issues with intimacy. So if you guys feel like it's hard for me to trust, I don't like telling people a lot, and that's fine. But there's also somebody else coming in that is talking to you on that level, but you're not really trusting them. And they don't really trust anybody either. But there's some other people that do need your full attention that you are going to be walking away from, because now that the spell work is clearing, there was like a fog over how you were seeing people and things in your life. Like, is this even worth it? Like, I don't even know. But as that fog, that haze is clearing up, you're like, oh, you're still the one. You're good. You're still the one. You're still the one. But hey, you over there, you're good. Do you know what I'm saying? You are going to be healing a wound with intimacy. And so is this person that is coming in. They are also wanting to elevate their life and heal, but they don't even really know where to start. And God wants you to realize you can let your guard down a little bit, not like a whole lot, but like, we're healing. But a little bit with this person, because right now you might be coming off a little harsh to this person, and they're kind of like, oh, they might be trying to compliment you, and you're like, yeah, cool, whatever. Because we're real stoic in this mother effer. We're light workers, but we have to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So they might think, oh my gosh, they're being a bee. But they like being around your spirit. They like being around you. But you were maybe worried that this person was an energy vampire, that they weren't going to be able to like be on your level, and I don't mean to say that to be like they're not on your level. I mean that as in, maybe you thought they weren't going to be in total alignment with you, and you need to be around people that want to do the same things as you. I cannot stress that enough. You are the sum of the 5 people that you are around. So if you want to work out, you want to wake up early, you don't want to party, you want to read books, you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to be around other people that are in that frequency, that also get up early, that are entrepreneurs, that work out, that have a whole regimen. And God is bringing you somebody like that, or already has, and you've been maybe kind of pushing them away because you're like, no, I have too many triggers and scars with friendships. And I get that, because we're chosen here. A lot of you guys that are clicking on this message, you're chosen. So we get burned first in friendships. And sometimes that hurts worse than a lover, because we tell them so much. I totally understand. So maybe you're wanting to cancel some plans. You're like, oh my gosh, they're going to string me along. What if they totally F me over? But I see that they're going to be helping you in something, and you in turn are going to be helping them in something. And yeah, I feel like you guys are both going to be encouraging each other to be the emperor, and you need that right now. God is trying to bring you an ally. Oh. So they're used to being breadcrumbed as well. So let's say, as for the not on your level, let's say they don't know they're chosen yet. They don't know what their purpose is yet. They're just like trying to heal a broken heart. And you're kind of like, I don't know, but should be friends. But they like working out. They like reading. They want to be an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Like, they're passionate. They're also terrified of being strung along. They're also terrified of being broken or being lied to again. Not being able to trust people. You got a lot of people mad you changed your life. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Before, it wasn't that serious. Before, when you were changing your life, it was serious, but it wasn't as emotional. No, let me back it up. Before, it wasn't as spiritual. It was emotional. It was all these other things. But now, it's on a spiritual level. This glow up. This level up. This version of you. And I'm so freaking proud of you. So like, you were already changing your life before, but like getting all the other areas ready and tidied up and all the little duckies in a row. But now it's because of your spiritual rank. It is because of your calling, because of your purpose, because you are constantly healing. You do not have to be perfectly healed to have your soulmate. You do not have to be perfectly healed to have a good and comfortable life, to be financially free. We are always healing. Always. Yeah, these people are super mad that you really changed your life because now you can clock certain things. You're not only scary, intuitive, terrifyingly accurate, but you know human behavior. It's those books you've been reading, bestie. You know human behavior. You know what a narcissist is. You know what an energy vampire is. Like, you know what these people are and what they're doing, and now you know how to protect yourself even more. So now they really can't even approach. Now they really don't have any access, where before you might dabble in some pettiness. Okay, petty boots, before you might dabble a little bit. Like, let me tell that today I've got time. So let me just go in there and do what I got to do. But now you're like, oh, no. Not today, Satan. Not today, Becky. Not today, Bobby. Not today, Dusty. Not today. Now you're like, yeah, that would be fun for a minute. And then I would feel bad and I would feel energetically zapped. And I'm not going to do that. You are growing in your purpose. And the life that you changed is valuable to you. Affirm that below. My life that I changed is valuable to me. What do I tell you guys? Trust is a priceless currency. So it's hard to trust people out here, but God is trying to bring you one ally. This one ally could be a Scorpio, a Leo, or a Capricorn. Maybe even a Libra. Those are the 4 signs that I'm hearing for you guys. Okay, Holy Spirit, what else do we need to know? You could be a little upset, like, am I supposed to be in hermit mode all over again? I do see that you're going to be getting outside more, but maybe the last 48 hours you didn't really want to go outside because you were fighting through this. Feels like fighting through sludge. Makes you feel like tired and lethargic and just like, ugh. And then it was these people that you were around too, or whatever they were sending your way. Maybe you had to see 1 or 2 of them. You know, the people that aren't going to be your friends anymore, the loose ends that you're tying up. But these family members, they are like a dog with a bone and they don't want to let you go. Confirmation. You are scary, accurate, a seer, prophetic, a vessel for the divine. Like, we're all vessels, but there's a bunch of empty vessels doing the devil's bidding, and you are the vessel for the divine. Somebody's really salty that their attacks did not affect you, that they could not pop up on you, that they could not get the upper hand. They are literally sitting there like that crying. Dang, my person's cheating on me. I tried to make it look like we have this happy life. They're out effing around. I might have to get a divorce. I cannot believe I posted all those pictures of us and went on, like, they were going on a whole campaign to be like, we're so happy. Your life sucks. You don't care. If anything, they've copied you. They've tried to emulate what your very definition of happiness is. If that ain't a red flag, I don't know what is. Okay? They tried to copy your blueprint of what luxury, comfortability, stability, and happiness is. Like, they don't even know themselves. They don't even know what's important to them. They just be talking just to talk. They love complaining, though. There's going to be a lot of, like, word blurting with these people as well. They're going to be kind of telling on themselves. So it might get back to you that they've been, like, blurting certain things out, but they really want you to be... They really want to control you. Whoever these family members are, they want the control to be public. They want you to publicly bow down to them like it's a crown on their head. Like, no, I'm in control. I run this. I'm in charge. I'm the matriarch, the patriarch, the whoever. They want you to openly have to bow down. Street bike. So there's something going on. Like, I don't know if you have a function, a wedding, an obligation, Hopefully not a funeral or anything like that, but there is some type of function that's going to be bringing people together. And I feel like for the most part, you've been ignoring these functions. Maybe there's one coming up where you're not going to be able to ignore it. But these people are trying to get your attention because they want to make it public that you have to bow down, because they're really going through a lot of karma because you're nowhere to be found. They mainly want you to answer to them. They want you to be all over them, like bowing down and kissing their behind, because before maybe they thought they had something that you wanted. Does that make sense? Like, say this is a toxic parent and before they had your sibling. You can't see your sibling if you don't bow down to me. And so you had to like kind of choose, like, do I want to leave the sibling with this person and like it's bad? Or do I have to kind of step back and say, you know, enough is enough? This person wants to dangle something, wants to dangle a relationship, a sibling, a child, somebody, to get you to bow down. You didn't then, and you're not going to now. Yeah. They want to make you feel like, oh, you want access to this? I'm in charge. And God is going to show them they will get access if they want it. So let's say the toxic mom is like, no, you can't see your sibling. But the dad is like, I'll bring you to see your sibling. You see what I'm saying? There is going to be a divine hand. If you are destined to see certain family members without bowing down and having to kiss anybody's grits, you will be allowed to see them, because you're stepping into this divine purpose, and you are allowed around certain people to be of influence to them. To be this earth angel, to be of influence. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So let's say this is a toxic brother-in-law or sister-in-law or mother-in-law. And they're like, oh, I'm not going to let you see little Johnny because I don't like the way you babysit. I don't like the way you hold Johnny. I don't like that. Okay. So she's going to make you wash your hands 50 times before you can even hold Johnny. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I know you are. It's like that. And somehow you're going to be able to bypass these people, and they are throwing a literal tantrum. The karma and the justice is coming in many different ways. Not just their life falling apart over there, but you getting access to certain people without even having to see them. That makes them crazy. Makes them crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for my mom would try to do this with a sibling and try to make me like go through her to see him. And then he got older and older and older and older. And I was like, yeah, I don't have to do any of that. So now he'll sneak out and see me if he wants to. And I'm going to help him if I want to. And I'm going to see him if I want to and talk to him if I want to. And so then she really tried to smother him with like gifts, affection, even though she had never done that before. She was very negligent with him before. And then all of a sudden she's like, well, I have these gifts for you. Anything to bring him to the dark side. And I'm like, go ahead. I'm going to let him choose. I'm not going to chase him. But if he wants to see me, I'll see him. But it won't have anything to do with you because I don't have to talk to you at all. I don't have to talk to you at all. At all. So the joke is on them. They thought the joke was going to be on you. Like, oh, they're going to have to come through me. God's going to show them you don't ever have to go through them. Why haven't they learned this yet? You're not trying to end round them. You're not trying to be a better spouse or a better wife or a better husband, or you're not trying to compete with them. Maybe back in the day, y'all were competitive with each other because maybe that's how everybody was raised. And now you realize, oh, it's toxic and I don't want to be a part of that. You know, I don't want to be a part of that anymore. Like, you had enough of their hypocrisy, of their disrespect, of how they spoke to you. And a long time ago, bestie, a long time ago, for them trying to repeatedly cancel you, you called, you predicted it, that they would be going through what they're going through at this very moment. You predicted that their family would leave, or walk out on them, that their spouse would leave them, that they were cheating on them. You predicted this. Not because you're a jerk, but because you're the seer. And you know human behavior and human psychology. You're like, that ain't gonna work out. That ain't gonna work out. You're very good at clocking people's relationships and how they engage with one another. You've all learned this from the School of Hard Knocks and some books, maybe some college, but like, you know, this is not your first rodeo. We have power couple. If you guys are a part of a powerful duo, a power couple, you have a type of spirituality as this duo that other people don't understand. And communication. The main thing is communication. I was telling a friend this today. She was like, oh, I don't know about this guy. Da-da-da-da. And I was like, it's a lot about communication. Because let me be frank. Let me be honest. Okay? Not gonna lie. When you are dating a male, let's say, a man, they could be the busiest mother effer on earth. On Mother Earth. Okay? But if they want to spend time with you, they will move mountains to make time for you. They will. It doesn't matter how busy they are. If they want to see you, they will fly across the world. They will be on a sleepless red-eye flight. They will go through layover after layover. They will move mountains to call you, FaceTime you, talk to you, send you flowers to let you know that, like, wait, you're mine. And when you are really valued, they will put you on, I don't want to say a pedestal, but they will try to get you off the market as fast as possible because they know that you are a prize. Okay? Now, this is my theory. This is how I see it, but that is how I feel. And so I told her that. I was like, he should move mountains for dates, to communicate, because communication is so important. If the communication is breaking down in the beginning, where do you go from there? Couples counseling? No, y'all just started dating. So it's like, no. I remember when I started dating my now husband, I was coming off of a lot of substances. I was at the beginning of my sobriety. And so we weren't like that serious yet. But even as a friend, he showed me consideration, respect, and time. And time is valuable and trust is a priceless currency. And so I wasn't sleeping well at night. It was very, very, very hard for me to sleep. And even though he had to work early in the morning, he would stay on the phone with me until I would fall asleep. And then he would hang up. A man will make time. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I felt called to repeating that conversation that I had earlier today. Like, they will make time. You are a part of a powerful duo that people just don't understand. So I'm hearing, be careful about who you talk about this with. Be careful about who you talk about this with. Your relationship, if it's healthy, if it's a divine union, if they're your soulmate. Because a lot of people aren't going to be happy for you. Look at what your family did. You know what I mean? Look at what your family did. And this is because you communicate. You guys love each other. You remove fake friends. You have each other's back. You don't hesitate. You know what I see in a lot of like reality shows? One person having an ulterior motive. Let's say it's the guy. He has an ulterior motive. He still wants to be single, but he's dating this girl and he's breadcrumbing her, not really making any real effort. They're not communicating. They can barely communicate when they're drinking. And then it's just like, do you know what I mean? It's like a shit show from the jump. But I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, the loyalty. And they don't have loyalty. I can't. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have your back. There is nothing worse than being attacked by family and the person that you're with not having your back. They don't have to say anything disrespectful. They could just say like, hey, that's enough. Hey, you're not going to talk to them like that. Hey, let's leave. They don't have to be like, you're a whole clown, boopity boopity boop. They don't have to do any of that. They can if they want to. They can get gangster if they want to. Depends on the situation. But I'm just saying, like, say you're just dating them. You just met them. You take them to meet your family. Your family's clowning on you and just dogging you out. And they're just like sitting there. They're showing you their character believe them the first time. Okay, my family was they were on their best behavior, their very best behavior when I was getting engaged. And the day we got married, the day we set a date, it all went to crap. So the whole year before the wedding, they started acting shady, acting different, acting crazy. And he was like, you're not going to talk to her that way. They sent out my mug shots. You guys know the story. They did all types of crazy things. And they tried to message him like, this is who you're really with. This is her mug shots. And he was like, I feel sorry for y'all. Like, I'm going to pray for you guys. Trying to embarrass her. That's sad. You can't embarrass her. Like, she's tough. And by the way, I have these pictures saved. Like, you don't have to get crazy with it to be loyal, to keep it a buck. And so many people try to hide behind, oh, I don't know what's going on. What were you guys arguing about? I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention. Stop. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I just feel like us chosen ones, we just don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Because we stand up for what's wrong. We stand up for what's right. We stand up for the underdog. We're the star. Hello. I'm getting a lot about love. Like, your love life is going to be changing if you're single and you've been happy being single. Or if you felt like, none of these relationships are working out. Should I move? Some of you guys might be moving or just moved because a relationship wasn't working out and you wanted to heal from said relationship and you're trying to get over the feelings you felt like, oh, I felt childish or naive or codependent or clingy. However you were feeling, you're going to be healing through that and you're really going to be excited for this new season. In this transformation, you are going to fall in love. Some of you guys are going to be falling in love. Some of you guys are going to be connecting with people. Maybe going out, going on a vacation, meeting people, being a little bit more social. I am seeing that we're going to be a lot more social this year, a lot more than last year. Because it's time for you to explore. It's time for you to be, to feel more safe in your role as this galactic role model. Ooh, I like that. Affirm it below. I am a galactic role model. Duh. It's like you're a galactic supermodel. You're a galactic role model. Okay, we have disguise. Somebody has been trying to not show you their identity. Who is this? Whoa, did not shuffle that. Who is this? Be careful with somebody that you don't have good feelings about. There's something about them that you just don't trust. And remember who you feel like being yourself around. Okay? Because this is going to be a year where you are truly yourself and unapologetic about being that. So if you are feeling like, no, my emotions are too wild and they're not going to like that. So I know we just started dating. Let me dim it down. No, you don't need to disguise who you are. They either want it or they don't. They're either going to like you or they're not. So yeah, being yourself, being authentically you, not always trying to adapt to what you think it is that the other person wants. Okay, Holy Spirit, is there anything else? Yeah, these people, these family members, they really wanted you to go through it. They really wanted you to doubt yourself. They wanted you to doubt your identity and doubt your ability to create wealth, to create anything of value. They really wanted you to doubt that. Okay, last but not least, your guys' closing message is keep burning the bridges down with these two-faced people that are extremely ugly on the inside. Your spirit team is saying there is no honor among thieves. There is no honor among people that are fraudulent, scandalous, extorting their foolish plans, trying to steal property, your time, your energy, your money, just really corrupt. They cannot be trusted. So continue to burn those bridges. So again, remember that you reap what you sow. You might have a little bit of silence. You might have a little bit of quiet time. Whatever quiet time you're getting, enjoy that. Enjoy that more because it's not going to be that quiet for long. And I don't know why exactly. Maybe that some of that will come up in another message, but I do feel like you're going to be meeting people. This is going to be a year where you're reflecting a lot, you're meeting new people, you're really learning a lot about who you are, your purpose, what that means to you, what you're safe to do. And I just see you expanding and growing. So we have you reap what you sow, enjoy the silence. We have sacred cleanse. You are going to cleanse, charge, and activate. You are going to be creating a sacred space, if you don't already have this, where you get to meditate and get back into alignment, working with the elements or tapping into your magic or your prayer, tapping into your spirituality. Then we have oasis. You are going to be going somewhere. You're like, who? Yeah, you. You're going to be going somewhere, an oasis, a place to rejuvenate, a retreat from harsh reality. So maybe the sacred space will be a place that you go. Maybe it's near the ocean. Maybe it's near somewhere tropical. But you're going to be going somewhere. That I promise you. Then we have keep quiet. We have hidden truths, secrets, silence, confidential, sensitive info. So that's the confirmation again about your relationship. Maybe before you used to put your relationships on Front Street, you used to post a lot about them and like show everybody what was going on. Now you don't do that. So you being this mysteriously independent and secretive person, keep that up, okay? Keep that cloak of invisibility around what is important to you, what you hold sacred, because that info is sensitive. And we have healing frequency. Maintain your vibration, generate positive emotion, shifting internally. So keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on, or keep it up with maintaining your vibration. Spirit wants you to know that you are gifted and that you have more sacred gifts coming in. So maybe you're going to be learning more about your psychic abilities, how you give messages, or what your purpose is. But it's something special that's going to mean a lot to you. And then last but not least, we have you're starting a new journey where you are finding your true self. You will travel. This will be your spiritual quest. You will walk more in nature. You will go to more destinations. You will be on a mysterious adventure. You will explore. You are ready to step into the unknown, take action, and follow your heart. These experiences will help with a spiritual cleanse and the flow of life. Yeah, their black magic didn't work. And now you're going to heal. Love that. These people, what a waste of time. What a waste of time. Holy Spirit, is there anything else? Let's get, whoa. Sacral. Your sacral chakra will be healing. You're going to abandon those that never supported you from the jump, never respected you from the jump. And yeah, you might be lighting more candles as well. Prayer candle, manifestation candle. You will know what type of candle. And I think that's it. So you guys, I love you so much. You're going to be leaving people speechless. These family members, they really tried it. And everything that they tried to reflect, you are closing out certain cycles. You are steering clear of them. And this is unleashing the karma and the justice and you being vindicated. You will still get access to certain family members that you are supposed to have access to. And you will not have to bend your knee or apologize or anything like that. And they're going to see that's also going to be a part up there. Justice. Wow, what a message. I love it. I love it. I love it. Your rebirth is here. And remember, every time you are reborn, every time you transform, every time you level up, people are going to come for you. The spiritual da-da-da-da is going to come. But you're ready. Okay, keep your sword of truth at rest position. Keep your shield ready. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Let me know what's going on in the comments. I love hearing how it resonates. It's the best part of my job. I love reading your guys' confirmations. Drop your favorite affirmations. Smash the you know what. Hit the bell, duh. And yeah, all important links are down below in the description box. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.